Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron KINGDOM Deluxe class Blackarachnia. Released in January of 2021, she is brand new and starting to hit stores right now as of the time of this recording. I just picked her up today on my way home at my local Target. She has a deluxe class figure and retails for approximately $20. So here we have Blackarachnia packaged in the brand new KINGDOM packaging, which is very similar to what we had before with both Siege and Earthrise. It is a window box, so we can see Blackarachnia right there through the window, already packaged in her robot mode. Along the bottom half of the box and going into the side, we've got some really cool artwork of Blackarachnia, both in her robot and her beast mode. Along the side here, we've got that new KINGDOM artwork, and then along the back, we've got product shots of Blackarachnia, both again in her robot and her beast mode. Very cool stuff, very exciting. Let's go get her out of the package and check it out. And here we have KINGDOM Blackarachnia, and I love this toy. We have her here out of the package and looking ever so menacing in her Black Widow mode. She comes packaged with her instruction sheet, her foil card, and her weapon, which is already attached to her underbelly. So for the foil card that I got with this one, I got the Autobot Arc. And again, this is a sticker. You can peel this off, and then you're going to have another shot of the Autobot Arc right in there. Kind of hard to show this kind of holographic card on camera here, but there it is. So that's the card that my Blackarachnia came with. Again, I don't know if these are set cards per figure or if they're just randomly packed. It seems kind of odd that both WARPATH and CHEETOR came with a Blackarachnia card, and then Blackarachnia came with an Arc card. So here are the instructions, and again, we got that KINGDOM instructions, which has that green on gray, makes it very nice and easy to see. And this is one figure you're probably going to want to take a look at the instructions at least one time. A lot of moving parts, a little bit fiddly, I felt like at first. Took me a couple of times in transforming her back and forth before I really got used to it. Once you get her used to it, or used to her rather, and kind of learn her transformation, you kind of, it's not so bad. But those first couple of tries were kind of frustrating, I guess. So, but anyway, here she is looking again ever so menacing and intimidating in this Black Widow mode. It's just, I'm not a big fan of spiders, so this looks scary to me. She is approximately 3 to 4 inches in length, depending on how you have the legs set up here. So I'm going from the front of the leg to the back of the butt here. It's about 3 to 4 inches. And then again, for height, also about where I have her right now, she's about 3 inches, but you can move the legs around and make her stand up taller. Coming in closer, you can see her in greater detail. Look at that face. I mean, this is just a perfect sculpt of a spider. It really is. She has a few robot bits that are hanging out. Not too bad and not too obvious either. I think she does a really good job of looking like a beast mode. And again, I don't think that you're ever going to get a perfect beast mode out of these guys. Just it's going to be hard to hide all of the parts. The designs for Beast Wars were very ambitious, and what they've done here in KINGDOM translates that to a real toy very, very well. Here is her weapon attached to her underbelly, which again does a really good job of just kind of camouflaging and hiding itself. And you can take it off, you can leave it off if you wish, but then you're going to see the robot face if you do that. This is actually covering up the robot face, so it's good to have that there. And just kind of going all the way around, you can see the back here. She does that same effect that real Black Widows do in real life, where the back of the spider looks like a big scary face. So yeah, there you go. Very, very cool. As far as articulation in this mode, you can move the legs at the base here. All 4 of them are attached at the base, so these are all going to move in unison. And then up here at this, I just knocked the weapon off. It's fine, we'll leave it off to the side. And then up here at the mid appendage, I guess, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but whatever, this joint, they're all individually articulated there with a ball joint, so you can move them all around and just kind of do whatever you want to do with her. So yeah, really, really cool. And again,
menacing looking figure. Very nice. We'll leave the weapon off to the side. We don't need it for this mode right here. We'll just do some comparisons real quick. Here she is with CHEETOR, so you can see what these guys are going to look like together. And then also here she is with RATTRAP, so you can see, and yeah, that looks like that spider can eat that rat, no problem. So very scary stuff. Once again, here is the weapon, just so you can see it. And again, perfect representation of the weapon that we saw in the animation that she carried with her. So it doesn't fire or anything like that. It's kind of unfortunate, but again, you know, it's a good looking weapon. And it's got two little tabs here, and you got two little slots down here on the back of the hands, where you can just tab it in right there. And if you're more careful than I am, you won't knock it off. So that's actually kind of that's really actually the first time I've knocked it off. I don't usually knock it off when I'm messing around with her. Probably just because I'm on camera, and that's just the way things go. When you're on camera, you knock things over. So anyway, we'll set that off to the side and we'll get started on the transformation for her, which again, kind of fiddly if you ask me. You know, I may not be being fair with her. I mean, yes, it was fiddly. I get arthritic pain, so first couple of times my fingers hurt with her. But again, once you've done it a couple of times, then it does really kind of become intuitive. So let's get started with her. We're going to turn her around. We're going to take the hands. They are plugged in. They're kind of tabbed in there. Well, they're tabbed in two places. They're tabbed in together, right there, right there. And they're also tabbed into the bottom of her feet right there. So we're just going to pull them down and separate them, and then just kind of bring them out like this. And then this whole piece here, actually once you get them here, go ahead and turn the claws around so they're facing away from each other. This whole piece here is on this little pin right here. You can go ahead and separate the shoulders out a little bit so you can see better. This whole piece here is going to come out like that, and then you're going to rotate it, and then you're going to push it back in. And then you're going to straighten out her arms. So there you go. That's the arms done. All right, we're going to reach the back of the, I don't know what the names of the parts of spiders are. So this big bulbous part here, we're going to lift this up, and her chest plate is going to be right there. We're going to bring that down. And let's see, we're going to go ahead, and the whole sides of this butt piece here, this is all going to come out. These are going to be the legs. Bring these out and straighten them. And then bring this piece up like this and straighten out the legs. Go ahead and flip this whole thing around. Use this hinge right here to flip her back just enough to get the spider's face right under this hip piece or waist piece right here, and then straighten her back up. Just like that. Turn her head around. Take this front piece of the butt, flap it down, and then bring her up. There's two slots here and two tabs here, so this whole thing is going to tab in together. And then we're just going to straighten her out. And again, you can pose her arms, her little spider legs, any way you want. You can pose them to the front. You can pose them like this if you want. And you can actually even add some blast effects to that, so that you can make her, again, you know, just like she did in the show where she actually shot out of her spider legs. That is actually something that you can do, which is really cool that you're able to do this. These blast effects, they're very versatile and very fun. So you can do that. But again, for the sake of the video, let's go ahead and pose her with these pointing back, just like she normally would have been on the show. Let's get her standing straight. And there is Blackarachnia in her robot mode. We'll just keep straightening these down a little bit there. There you go. That looks better. And here in robot mode, Blackarachnia is just a little over 5 inches tall. So again, a very nice size for this figure. Again, for comparison, here she is next to CHEETOR, so you can see what these guys look like together. And again, that's an appropriate size for them. That's about the height difference between the two of them on the shell. So that's correct. That looks good and correct. And here she is with RATTRAP, so you can see what these guys look like together. And again, she just looks like she can eat this guy and just be done with him. So yeah, very very cool. Coming in close to look at the detail again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. These new Kingdom Beast War figures, or Beast Wars figures, look like they stepped out of the screen. They did such a fantastic job translating the CGI animation to a 3D model or a 3D toy or real world toy, whatever you want to call it. She looks amazing. The level of detail on her face, the plate over the, you see kind of that organic looking mouthpiece with the kind of armored looking plate over that. I mean, she just looks fantastic. You got that Predacon symbol right there on her collar, and just kind of going all the way around. Yeah, fantastic detail on her. Expanding her around, not a whole lot of backpack again. You know, it's amazing how this entire robot just collapses into one little ball of a spider, and then not a whole lot of back. She's not a, you know, no shell forming here. You know, looks really, really nice. And of course, you know, I guess you could call the legs kibble, but again, those were part of the CGI model, so she looks really, really good. Articulation-wise, the head is on a, well, that is a pin joint right there, so she can go back and forth like that, and then she can also turn side to side. The, let's see, the shoulders are on universal pin joint, so forward and backward all the way around. You can also go in and out. You got a rotation, so you got two mushroom peg rotators right here. This one's for the spider legs, but it also works as a bicep. And then you have another one down here at the top of the elbow, and you have a bend at the elbow as well. Nothing at the waist. That's due to transformation. The legs can go forward that far, back that far, in and out. Rotation at the thigh, bend, double bend at the knee. The feet can go forward and backwards or up and down, and then she's also got ankle tilt. Very wide stance ankle tilt. So yeah, really, really nice. Now, let's take a look at that gun. And this is very clever. I really like the way they did this. So it's hard to tell, especially to the naked eye. It's really hard to tell. You have to look at it really, really closely. But the way they molded her claws, they have ever so subtly put in this little round indentation at the very back of the claws. And that works perfectly for a 5mm port, namely for her gun, so that she can hold her gun just like she did on the show. And again, if you have any other 5mm weapons, you can probably have her hold those as well. So yeah, look, that's just really, really cool. Fantastic. I am really just like a kid in a candy store with all of these new Beast Wars figures that are coming out of Kingdom. I cannot wait to find Megatron and Optimus Primal. I'm really looking forward to those figures because, yeah, all of these Beast Wars figures, in my opinion, have been knocking it out of the park. And I think that about covers the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Class Blackarachnia. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. Got that donate button up there. If you want to hit on that, I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.